Yeah, good evening to us. Good evening, everyone. I believe that we are doing well and our day also went well. So, I want to just share something with us before we go into the month of February. I really want to say thank you to everyone who joined and followed through Life Tonic from January 1st to this moment. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me and to as many people that you are trying to reach out to, but also sharing it to them. Thank you so much. So I just want to share with us a few things that we'll be needing in this month of February that we are going into. And before we just do that, I would ask you, how was the month? How was January for you? Was it overwhelming? Was it productive? How did it go? I just want you to think about it. So, because I recommend reflection a lot, it is good to reflect on the month, to reflect on how things go, not just even month, even every day. Reflection is very, very essential that at the end of every day, you go back and you check to know how far your day went. Okay, maybe there were some wins, there were some loses, there were some funny moments. You met somebody that you felt like this person would be of great help to me, or there are some things you did that you shouldn't have done. So reflections help a lot. So in this coming month, one of the major advice that I would give us is to maximize reflection. So at the end of every day, before you sleep, is something that many of us even do without being without noticing it or without taking it serious. We are not conscious of it, but we do it a lot. We think, right? We think. So, and before we sleep, before you sleep off, while trying to catch up sleep, there are ways in which we try to think about probably our day, try to think about somebody, what someone did to you, how someone treated you, and you'll be thinking about it before you sleep off. So that is how you can make reflections, how you can reflect on your day. So how did your day go? What are the things you were able to achieve? You can do that before you sleep. Probably you are already on your bed and you just, you can lie down or you probably lean against the wall and ask yourself, what are the things you were able to do? Probably you had goals for the day. You wanted to do some things. You need to be free with yourself. And in as much as I support you not putting pressure on yourself too much, I also recommend that you take some things, you don't take things too lightly with yourself, because if you do that, you would welcome procrastination, you will welcome in laziness, you welcome in indiscipline. So it is very much essential that you don't take things sometimes too lightly with yourself. So if this that probably you wanted to do some things and you were not able to do it, it is essential that you tell yourself the truth. That okay, I wrote down that I wanted to achieve this, I wanted to do that, and I was not able to do it. So it is very much essential that you tell yourself the truth. So what are the ways, what are the things that I did that I could improve on in the next day? Or what are the goals that I was not able to achieve that I felt in the next day, if I shift it to the next day, I'll be able to achieve those goals. So it is essential you look at those things, and as soon as you get it, you work on it. So the purpose of reflection is that you look into the things that you were not able to do very well that you could improve on, or the things that you did well that you should continue, or the things that you did that you should stop. You understand? So that is how reflection works. So you can do it probably when you're coming from work in the evening, maybe after your day has closed. Probably you walk somewhere and probably you don't have time to even think at all. Maybe when you get home, you just hit and then you sleep off. So one way you can also do it is probably when you're coming from work, you take a walk and you think about your day. So this helps us to grow. It helps us to have a productive day. The next day will be better than today. Like tomorrow will be better than today if you maximize reflection. If you take a look at your day, look at ways in which you can improve, what are the things you can do to stop you from being lazy, to stop you from procrastinating, or to increase your discipline. So those are the things that you can do to make it this next month better. I mean, the first thing, maximize reflection. And another major thing that we need to look into in this month of February, that we are starting tomorrow, is that we should try to control the time we spend on social media. Yes, there are so many of us that we planned to maximize 2025 very well. We said we are going to make use of 2025, but 2025 is here and you are not even yet being able to achieve some things that you wanted to achieve. So the reason is because you are spending too much time on social media doing unproductive things. Now, I looked at the award today and I realized that so many people are on social media, using maximizing social media one way or the other. And these content creators, they are doing a lot of things to keep you on social media. And many of these contents are not really helpful most times, especially comedies. Comedies makes us laugh. And maybe you are kind of depressed, you go online, you check those comedies, you can be happy for those moments. You can feel happy. And okay, I'm happy just for that moment. You understand? But what about the rest of your day? What are the content you are consuming on social media? How are they being of help to you? So I'm not saying that we shouldn't watch videos. I'm not saying that we shouldn't come online to chat our friends or to just do something on social media. But I would just want you to watch the time you spend. For example, today now I intentionally checked, like I observed myself and I realized that whenever I come online, maybe WhatsApp, for example, before I know it, I would have touched almost every social media app on my phone. And the minutes I will spend is not small. And I realized that this is something that many of us, we fall victim of every day. We spend so much time on social media that it takes away much of our time, and we realize that a lot of things that we ought to do, we are not doing them because social media has taken over our space. Social media has taken over the things that we ought to do. So I'm not saying that social media isn't good. In fact, that is the topic. Let me just leak it out. The topic we'll be treating this next month in Life Tonic, talking about how we can leverage social media for our growth. So I'm not saying social media is not good. Social media has so many advantages to those who can maximize it. And social media also has disadvantages if you cannot discipline yourself, if you cannot cut off some excesses. So in this coming month, make sure that, I don't know if there's a way we can, I think there's a way it happens. You can set a watch time for yourself that as soon as you enter Facebook, as soon as you click on that app, you will not be spending more than so time online. Because if you don't curb it, if you don't tame it, there are things you would want to do that you will not do. There are plans you want to do that you will not do. There are goals you will set for yourself that you will not be able to achieve because you spend so many time on social media. In fact, some people will spend so many time and they will sleep off. They will sleep off because you are so engrossed in it. Just want to watch comedies, and even without you asking for those comedies, those contents, they come to you. You can't be on Facebook watching videos and you won't tell me that many of the videos you will encounter are maybe comedy videos or maybe prank videos or just things that are irrelevant to you. So in this coming month, try to watch the time you spend on social media. And another thing you should look into in the month of February is to cut off excesses. Whatsoever thing that is not whatsoever thing that you shouldn't focus on in this coming month, take your eyes off it. Yes, whatsoever thing that you feel is not necessary, be it irrelevant gist, be it hanging out with friends that are not bringing in value to you, whatever thing, you know it yourself. And that was why I asked that I said that we should go for reflection. Reflect into this week, into this month, rather, that we are ending today, and check the things that you were able to achieve, the things you were not able to achieve, and look into the reason why you were not able to achieve those goals. Was it that you were focusing on things that are not relevant, things that will not bring value to you, things that will not change you, things that will not transform you positively? So these are the things that you should look into in the month of February. Make sure that whatsoever thing that is not relevant, whatsoever thing that is not bringing productivity into your life, cut it off in this coming months. Cut it off. And it might be kind of difficult, But I want to tell you that you would appreciate yourself for sacrificing your that desire, sacrificing that pleasure. Do you understand? So make sure that in this coming month you do things that have that will bring in much benefits to your life. Whatsoever, then if it is watching too many movies, cut it off. Movies are good, you will learn, but it is not, it is not worth taking too much of your time. Let me be sincere with us. Many of us, when we check our phones, it is movies upon movies upon movies. And when we ask us, you say, hey, you are learning from it. Can't you see that there are moral stories in it? At least I'm not watching some Nollywood that will not bring in value to me. I understand what you are saying. And at least there are times too we watch movies probably at some time that you feel you can spare. But be sincere with yourself. If it is that movie is taking too much of your time, try to curb it in this coming month. We all want, let me just put that, we all want a productive year. We want a year that, we will not forget. A year better than the years we've spent on earth. We want 2025 to be like that. But if you don't cut off excesses, if you don't cut off things that, take your time, apart from social media, you will not grow and you will not get those results. I'm very much sincere with us. And the last thing that I will just talk about before I leave here is that in those coming months, try to be intentional. Yes, try to be intentional. Around last year, there was something that I like that was happening to me often. I wanted to, like, anytime I set goals, I want to do some things. I just don't have this energy to do it. I just don't want to do it. I just feel like I shouldn't do it. Like, I'm not feeling the vibes. Let me just put it that way, to do it, and I neglect those things. And I realized that days would go by, the things that I wanted to do, I will not be able to do them because I've I've not been intentional enough to force myself to doing things that I don't feel like doing. So in this coming month, if you have goals for yourself, you want to be better in this coming month, you want to achieve greater and better results in this coming month, I will tell you that you need to be very, very intentional. And that is where discipline comes in. And according to an author, I can't remember his full name, he described discipline as you doing what you ought to do when you should do it, whether it is convenient for you or not. So when you're talking about discipline, it may not be convenient for you. Discipline, it won't come, talking about achieving your goals, it won't come mostly out of conveniency. It won't be convenient. It won't be convenient for you. And that is where you need to be intentional. That is where intentionality comes in. So in this coming month, whatsoever thing you want to do, be intentional about it, especially times when it is not convenient for you. Pleasures can be so sweet that you don't need to force yourself. You will be so it comes easily. Pleasures, yes, it comes easily. You want to watch movie, it's not a big deal. Before you know it, you spend hours on your phone watching movie. You come to social media, you spend hours on it. You do a lot of irrelevancies, probably gist with friends, go out to places that are not necessary. And before you know it, you have spent more than half of your day doing nothing. So you will not be able to achieve the things that you set out to achieve in this year, sincerely. So in this coming month, ensure that you are intentional. Embrace intentionality. Don't think that you can achieve anything out of conveniency. You cannot be convenient with a lot of things that you do. You need to understand that a lot of results that we get today does not come out of conveniency. So in as much as you have goals for this coming months, I would advise you that you are intentional. Be very much intentional with your goals. Be very much intentional with your plans. There was a time I planned on doing some things. It is sweet when we take our pen, we take our paper, and we begin to write down the goals we want to achieve for our day. It can be so sweet that, okay, I want to listen to this message, I want to watch this video, I want to read this book, I want to make some research, and you begin to list them down. They will not come and do themselves. You need to be intentional about it. If you are not intentional, there is no way you can get results. All these successful people that we embrace today as our role models, we embrace them today as our mentors, we embrace them today as our coaches. The reason why they are there today is because they are intentional about themselves. So there's no way that you set out to achieve something in life that if you are not intentional about it, you will not learn it. Okay, for example, now you want to be a fashion designer. And I believe that we all can relate, probably in terms of when you wanted to learn something. Probably you learned baking or whatever thing that we've once learned. And you can't tell me that every day you go to your shop or every day you attend those classes, you're always happy. It's not possible. There are times you will be so happy to go for those classes, and there are times that you will feel this like it will be you will not just want to go because of no reason. You just don't feel like going, you're just tired, or you feel like you are wasting your time. So that's how it looks like. But notwithstanding, you need to draw yourself there so that you can collect your certificates, so that you can know that okay, you joined this class and you finished it, and your boss will render to your certificate at the end of the class. So that is how it is in achieving your goals for this coming months. If you are really sincere with yourself, you need to make sure that you are intentional with everything you want to do, even especially when you don't feel like doing it. You need to force yourself to do it. And one thing I've realized is that as soon as we do those things, we feel happy. Just watch it. Anytime you want to achieve a particular thing and you achieve that result, you're always happy. You always feel this happiness within you that you are proud of yourself, that you were able to do this successfully. And that is how it looks like. We feel joyful and happy, even proud of ourselves that I was able to achieve this goal. And that is what I would just implore you in this month, that you are intentional with your time, you are intentional with the goals you want to achieve. Nobody will reckon with the mediocrity. Nobody will reckon with just a normal person. There is something I've heard. I saw it some days back. That what separates ordinary from extraordinary is the extra, and what makes the extra happen is the fact that you are able to do things even out of inconvenience. Times when you are not feeling like doing it, you still force yourself to do it. So that is where you can see extraordinary results in this coming month. So laziness cannot help you. Procrastination will not help you. Indiscipline will not help you. And this just came to my mind. Probably you have been trying to cope some habits. Probably you sleep too much, or you do some exercises that you want to cope. You need to just be intentional. It will not be easy, like I said, but you need to sacrifice those short-term pleasures. You need to sacrifice this irrespective of of how inconvenient you will be for that moment. It is going to help you. So if you are trying to curb yourself from watching too many movies, try to get a book or try to look for another hobby. If you know talking, gisting, saying irrelevant things is your hobby, try to look for something helpful to your career, helpful to your life, and devote your time to it. That time you used to gisting, be intentional about it. And if it is that you will look for an accountability partner that you can commit yourself to, look for them and do it with all your heart so that you can get the result that you truly deserve. And I believe that this coming month is going to be a productive month for us. It's going to be better off than this month that we are into. That is what I am sure of, that this coming month is going to be better than January, because we all want a greater result at the end of 2025. I believe that you will be able to look back and to applaud yourself that you did a great job. Not that you will look back and be regretting that why didn't I devote myself to doing this? Why didn't I devote myself to achieving these results? I believe that will not be your portion. So do the needful and work on the things that I've said in this video. And I wish us all a productive February. I wish us all a pleasant month ahead. And I look forward to seeing you grow. At least let me just chip it this in. If you think you want us to, probably in Life Tonic, you want us to talk about a topic that interests you, or a topic that you feel like people are really needing in this season, my DM is open. You can just message me with the message, like with the topic that you feel like this can be of great help to somebody in the months ahead, and I'll be looking forward to your responses. Thank you so much for your time, and to those that will be listening to this after now, because I will leave it for those that will be listening to it after now. So thank you very much, and I believe that you've learned something from this video. And don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to share it to somebody that it can be of great help. So thank you very much. To have a happy night rest and happy new month in advance. Thank you.